Hello guys, so this is my very first EVO Online video, although it's not the first try because the OBS tool didn't capture everything. Well, it only captured the uh, cursor and my audio for my first video, so I had to recapture the whole. But anyway, so let's talk about Winter Nexus. Of course, the Winter Nexus event is at the end right now, but you can use this information for the next Winter Nexus event. So I think it will be helpful. Uh, uh, it took a lot of time to build some fits for Loki, for a Winter Loki, and for this one, which is a Legion. I always forget the name of the ships, but anyway. And I did 100 hisec Winter Nexus combat sites with this Legion to make sure I have the optimal setup and optimal fit for the ship, and to have some statistics. So let's see. So as you can see, here is the loot. I didn't stack it, so I could keep track of the number of sites I finished. So I have exactly 100 Nation Storm Hive shard stacks here. And yeah, so you get you always get this loot, and you get shards between 3 and 6, as you can see. So overall, I made more than 1 billion with 100 sites in loot, but you shouldn't forget the bounty. The bounty is around 2.5 million for each site. So that means I made 1,300,000,000 with 100 sites, which is around 13 million for one site, right? And that means if you can do 10 in an hour, and you can with this fit which I have, which I will showcase in my next video, then you can make around 130 million ISK per hour just doing this by doing these sites. Of course, there are some caveats which I will talk about in this video, and you know, like 10 sites an hour means you have only 6 minutes to finish a site and find another, which is empty, of course, so you can do it. But you can. So with the fit, I will showcase with this ship, with this Legion. You can do a site in sub 5 minutes, or maybe even 4. So easier sites are like 4, harder sites are like 5. And I will also show you some gameplay in one of the next videos with this Legion, and also with a Loki as well, and maybe some other ships as well. But I will see how much time I will have. So I have only 2 days to finish all my videos, so I'm not sure I will do everything. But okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the loot. So you might get some clothing which doesn't worth much, some faction ammunition, crystals which doesn't worth much, and the next kind of loot is the filament. Some of these, well, no, not of these worth anything, so that doesn't worth much, but you can use these to find hisec storms. If the one you are in is too busy, then you can just jump to another if you want. And you can also sell these or just keep these for the next event, because these don't expire. there are no expiration time anywhere, so you can keep this for the next event. Also, there are these shards which I already mentioned. You can sell these in a dead station or concourse station. For that, you just type dead in the search, and yeah, here, and you find the closest hisec and bring all these there and sell those for the NPC by orders, of course. So that's how you get 1 million for each shard, minus the taxes, of course, the sell taxes. And then the next ones are the drugs, right? So the agency drugs are good because they don't expire. So you can keep them if you want, or you can just sell them. But even if you sell them, you are not in a rush because you can keep this forever. And it's rare when you get a high value drug, but sometimes it happens, right? So for example, Pyrolencia 3 worth 30 million. You can even get 4, Pyrolencia 4 or Agency 4 or Overcooker 4 or Archer 4. I even got Archer 4 once, but the Pyrolencia ones were the most, of course. Then here are the accelerators. So there are 3 kinds. The basic, which lasts only 1 day and gives 4 points for your modifiers. So which means, of course, faster skill training. It doesn't worth much, so it's like 1 million. And there is the extended ones. Okay, here like this. Show the extended ones give 6 points and the duration is 3 days. And there is the potent ones, and that's 8 points and only 1 day. Oh, okay. So it gives the most point, but the potent, but only for 1 day. On the other hand, the extended gives 6 points, but for 3 days. That's why the extended ones were the most, around 25 million ISK, although the potent are not bad either, so that's 20 million. And you can see I get quite a few potent here, only 2 extended and a bunch of basic. Okay, the next group of loot are boosters, event related boosters. So these are not very good because these have expiration date as well, and that's why they don't worth so much. So they usually expire around in 2 months from the start of the event. Right now I have a little bit more than 1 month, so I have to sell these or use these before these expire. But there are not a lot, and even the better ones don't worth so much, like maybe a 1 million, maybe the better ones are 2 million. Oh, there are some 7 million. I will definitely sell those quickly. Okay, and then you get like skins and skin related stuff. The skins don't worth much usually. Like you see here, almost 40 skins with around 90 million estimated price. Once I got like I don't know, a skin worth on 40-50 million something. Another time, not when I did this 100 sites, but that's very rare. And also you can get some faction drops as well, which are very extreme. Oops, what did I do? Okay, so which are extreme rare as well. And you can see there is I got 4 reaction drops and only 1 worth something, like 45 million, which is a multispectrum energized membrane. Even the reactor control unit is sub 9 million, and these don't worth anything basically. Well, 40 million, 4 million for the explosive hardener, but the thermal coating, it's nothing. So so the faction drops are very rare, although sometimes you get one. Like, I got one in every 25th site, so that's very rare. Like, that's 2% drop rate, right? So, but once I got a warp scrambler, true sunshine warp scrambler. Another time, of course, which was around 140 or 50 million, but you know, there's no guarantee that you will get a good faction drop. But anyway, so here is the loot, which is, so as I said, for one site you make around 13 million, and if you can do 10 sites, then that's an hour, that's 130 million ISK per hour. So, which is not bad. Basically, it's around the same as you can make with level 4 missions if you have a good agent in a good system. So the lower the security status, the better for the agent and for the level 4 agent. So you want to find a level 5 0.5 0.6 security system with a good security agent, and you want to blitz the missions for level 4s as much as you can, and then you can make quite a good money with level 4 missions as well. But these events give you some other stuff to do in the game, so you won't get bored that much with, for example, level 4 missions. I also have to mention that you can make much more money by doing some other PvE stuff, but those usually much more risky, like using filaments, Triglavian filaments. With T4 filaments, you can make around the same amount, like around 100, between 100, 100, yeah, 120 million per hour ISK. But if you die there, you you don't lose just the ship, you lose your pod as well. And with T5 filaments, you can make like more than around between 2 and 300 million, but that's even more risky, right? So these sites are not very risky if you know what you are doing. If you don't know the sites well, I will talk about those in the next video, and I will showcase how I do those sites. Well, not the next, the one after the next. But anyway, so if you want to see my other videos and advices for these kinds of events, then please subscribe, and and see you in the next video, where I will showcase fits for the Winter Nexus event, ships and fits. Thank you for watching. Bye.